The Pulse School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by Saskatchewan Pulse Growers and Nodulator XL.
All right, joining us again here on the Pulse School on Real Agriculture, we have Chuck Penner of Left Field Commodity Research, and Chuck talking about the pea markets this time around. As with lentils and other pulses, things are hot right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the kind of a situation where farmers don't get these opportunities very often, and so we've grown a fairly decent-sized crop of peas last year, and the quality was quite good as well too. So now prices for, at least for yellows, are at record levels, and so farmers have this great opportunity to sell at very profitable levels.
That's both old crop and new crop, or how's that comparison?
Yeah, the new crop prices for yellow peas anyway are probably, in most places, are in excess of $11 a bushel. The new crop prices are approaching $9.50 to $10 levels. So at this stage of the year, I don't think farmers have ever had the opportunity to sell next year's crop at $9.50 to $10. In fact, the new crop prices that are being out there right now, the contracts that are out there right now, exceed any yellow pea prices in history. So yeah, you're already selling at record prices, and typically with act of God clauses and all of those kind of things. So yeah, it's just a great opportunity.
And this all relates back to the lack of monsoon or dryness in India?
Yeah, that's a big chunk of it. They've had poor crops, both winter and summer crops, and so there's low supplies of all kinds of pulses. And so Canadian farmers have, like I said, have grown a decent crop. American farmers have as well too, but largely India, some surrounding countries as well too, have been buying large volumes already this fall. We've moved out near record levels already this year, even though our supplies are a little bit less than last year. And so yeah, India is just, when you look at the India import data, it shows that they're buying pulses from absolutely every corner of the globe that they can. It's they're just taking in peas from Lithuania and like just about any place you could possibly find any kind of volumes of peas, they're buying them. So it's been extremely positive.
Okay. Again, what does this mean for acres in Western Canada this year?
Well, we're going to see probably record acres of peas. There's some discussion about whether, with lentil markets being even stronger, whether they're going to steal some acres away from peas. But I think what's happening, or what'll happen, is that in the eastern and northern parts of the prairies, where lentils are even less suited, that's where you'll really see the pea acres boom, and that'll be in yellow peas. As opposed to greens, because greens have essentially been a much softer market. Canadian supplies and U.S. supplies have been much more comfortable. So they're kind of tagging along behind the yellows. They get pulled into some other uses, feed uses and those kind of things. And so they're kind of tagging along. But that typical premium that greens have to yellows is gone, and now it's probably at about $1.50 to $2 a bushel discounted. So very different markets. So we'll see acres, a lot of yellow pea acres next year and less green pea acres, which is exactly what the market needs. They need more yellows, don't need as many greens.
Do you see a top in this market, or do you see a point where, hey, we know we have this huge crop coming from Canada, we don't need to push prices any higher?
Yeah, that's always the question is when you get prices rallying like this, well, where's the high going to be? Because I don't want to miss it. Well, the problem is you only know the high once it's already passed. Yeah. So you never actually get that opportunity. So if someone predicts the high and they get it right, that's only through luck, frankly.
Here's your chance.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm not going to do that because the reality is typically when you try and look at where highs could be, you're going based on some history. And so now we're at record levels. We've never been at these levels before. So to say that $12 yellows is possible, it's possible. Is that going to be the high? I don't know. Those prices will remain firm until later in this year because, again, anytime those prices would dip at all, the Indian buyers would be in just sucking up those peas. So, we're not really worried about prices cratering or those kind of things. At some point, probably those new crop prices will start to tip over once those buyers are comfortable, say, okay, we got enough now for at least for the start of next year, so we're going to slow down our buying.
All right. Thank you for your time, Chuck.
Okay, you're welcome.